Morning Rome, and welcome to When in Rome, Rome's most accurate news updates.
I'm Nicola, and this is my co-host, Lulinius. Now, let's head over to Tori and Gibson with the sports.
Thanks, guys. Here we have Lutulus Torius, who won the intense gladiator game last night. If you missed it, I'm sorry. This gladiator fight was held in the amphitheater at 6 last night. Lutulus Torius is a slave who was bought by Lucullus to fight as a gladiator. So, Lutulus, what was your experience being bought to be a gladiator?
Well, I didn't like being a slave before, but if I survive for 5 years, I can gain my freedom back. And the fights are sure making me famous. When I was first bought, I had to take an oath that I would be loyal and stay fighting. And then I was sent off to school to train how to survive. We were trained to use certain weapons and how to fight animals with other gladiators.
What do you prefer fighting, an animal or a beast?
Well, I think fighting other gladiators is sometimes easier if they are less my size or less trained. Usually it's a lot harder to fight the animals. With animal fighting, the crowd gets really into it when an animal kills a person. When the crowd is really pumped up, it gets my adrenaline going and it pumps me up more. I have a pretty victorious in my fights. Well, I have never been fought to the death, that's for sure.
In the people fight, how do they decide the death?
In some fights with animals, you just fight until someone dies. But sometimes if the crowd isn't enjoying the fight, or whoever is in charge of the fight doesn't like it, they will kill someone.
Well, thanks so much for talking to us, and we wish you luck in your next fight. Keep up the entertainment. Now back to Lulius and Michaela.
Tori for our sports review. Now, Lulinius, let's hear about our world events.
Alright, Egypt is still in shock at the killing of their co-pharaoh, Ptolemy. Even more of a shock, it was his own mother, Pharaoh Cleopatra, that killed him. Farther west, China's development of the Silk Road is still going strong. China has recently started trading a purple dye that they extract from snails. Roman vendors are now using the dye to make more appealing togas. Other than that, Asia has practically dropped off the face of the earth when it comes to news.
Thanks, Lou. We'll be back with more sports after this brief message from our sponsors.
Alrighty.
Togas, don't you wish you had a purple one?
Yeah, I wish I had a purple one.
Mine's just so ugly.
Well, now you can! Since the Silk Road has opened up to purple dye, we can dye our togas.
Comes in patterns, too!
Woo!
Welcome back. You don't want to miss the last chariot race of the day, which is scheduled to start at 7 o'clock at the Circus Maximus. Mogus told us tonight bought out this race, and it's first come, first served. Gets in for free. Chariot racing is the most famous Roman sport and is one of the best types of entertainment. If you have never been to Circus Maximus, you must come and see. It is between the Aventine and Palatine Hills and can hold a ton of people. Today we are going to talk to Laureus Numata, a slave competing in the race tonight. Hopefully he can answer some of our questions about the race tonight. Hi, Laureus.
Hi, Tori.
So tonight, what kind of chariot will you be on?
Well, our chariots are lightweight, and they aren't like the military chariots you might know of. They're quite different, actually, and they are very difficult to steer, too.
In what way?
You have to basically balance on the axle while you're trying to beat out everyone.
Oh, that sounds hard, but sure makes some great entertainment. So why would you become a chariot racer to begin with, as I believe you volunteered?
Well, yes, I did volunteer because I love the thrill. The entertainment is great, and you get famous from it, too.
So about tonight's show, what kind of ceremony is there going to be before it starts?
It's going to be an elaborate procession. First, the charioteers and teams will proceed out. Then there will be different local musicians and performers. And I heard tonight the priests are coming out holding statues of gods and goddesses. It should be a very nice way to start off the race.
Sounds very nice. I don't think you want to miss this. And remember, this race is already paid for. Thank you, Laureus, for joining us today, and we wish you luck.
Thanks for having me.
Now back to you, Nicola.
Thanks, Torion. Now, Michaela, do you have some current events for us?
I do. All right. So recently, Julius Caesar has made great changes to our society. Ever since he became dictator, Caesar has made many reforms to Rome. One of these great changes is the ability of citizenship to all people. Other outside people have the opportunity to become Roman citizens. He also made landowners use free men for 1/3 of the workforce. Another thing he did is he made many more jobs. All of these things have made him popular with all the poor citizens. Some other reforms that he has made are expanding Senate and creating a new and improved calendar. Now let's hear more on politics from Priska.
Priska?
Guys, as you know, Caesar left the Senate a few years ago. However, the Senate is still bent on humiliating him in every way possible. The Senate is furious over how much power Caesar has achieved, and they've also spoken out about how they believe he's trying to become a king. Of course, some do believe that Caesar is trying to be a king too, but they believe that it will work out better than the dysfunctional republic that Rome has become. Ex-senators are still angry over the replacement for being disloyal to him, and according to some sources, citizens think that he should have used his position to make powerless those he had removed from the Senate, but he did not. He didn't take away their wealth, and these men plotted against him. Caesar's still keeping up his good nature towards their attacks, but it seems like they're losing their patience with him. As usual, the common folk are still fawning over the good he has achieved. He's expanded the Senate, fought battles with his soldiers, and opened up many opportunities for the less fortunate. Let's hear from Sarah Phoney about the upcoming weather.
The weather in Rome bounces between some showers, clouds, and sun. On Monday, there's a high of 48 degrees, and the chance of rain is 70%. Overall, the day is supposed to be rainy. On Tuesday, there is a high of 56 degrees, and there is no chance of rain. Overall, the day is supposed to be mostly sunny. On Wednesday, there is a high of 58 degrees, and there is no chance of rain as well. Overall, the day is supposed to be partly cloudy. On Thursday, there is a high of 61 degrees, and there is no chance of rain. Overall, the day is supposed to be partly cloudy. On Friday, there's supposed to be a high of 60 degrees, and there's no chance of rain. Overall, the day is supposed to be partly cloudy. On Saturday, there is a high of 54 degrees, and the chance of rain is 20%. Overall, the day is supposed to be mostly cloudy. On Sunday, there's a high of 55 degrees, and the chance of rain is 40%. Overall, the day will be filled with showers. Just in, breaking news, back to our anchors.
Just in, Julius Caesar is dead. Details are still developing, but as of now, we have the basic facts. Earlier today, Brutus, Caesar's best friend, and other members of the Senate plotted to murder the dictator. Caesar was brutally stabbed 33 times, which some say may have been overkill. Now, here's some rare footage our news team has of the stabbing. Well, that is certainly a heart-wrenching tragedy that has happened to our nation.
For more information, tune in tomorrow. Thank you for watching.
And remember, when in Rome, always watch Channel 7 News.